Hello, and this is Kassina of Stormreaver, and with a guide to how to do Udgarde Pinnacle as a level 85 Beast Mastery Hunter. One reason for doing this dungeon would be that blue Proto-Drake drops in the heroic mode of this dungeon. So let's start taking a look at my gear. I have a lot of agility and stamina, of course, and I have the whole Wormstalker Dragon Soul raid set from both Raid Finder and normal mode. I have Cure of the Beasts, and I actually have one PvP ring, but that's okay. So let's just land and I'll show you my pet that I'm going to be using. And of course it takes a while to load because my computer sucks. Okay, so this is Loque'Nahak, and I've heard it's the best DPS pet, and I have to agree with most people saying that. And she has a lot of damage. And these are the specs that I'm using as a Beast Mastery Hunter. And here we have my pet's talents. For glyphs, I'm using glyphs of Kill Shot and Kill Command, and also Misdirection and Mend Pet. Misdirection makes it so that whenever you use Misdirection on your pet, you can use it again straight after. Okay, so basically when you've gotten to the Udgarde Keep, well, the dungeon entrance here, what you want to do is you want to go to dungeon difficulty and select 5-player heroic. Basically because, well, the amount does not drop in normal mode, so you will have to do heroic. And the incredibly long loading screen, or maybe it's nice to me today, actually, seems like it. Sometimes it takes me a few minutes, actually, and it's really annoying. Okay, so here we are inside the dungeon. First, set focus on your pet. Place it somewhere you can see it, so you can keep track of his health. Pop Misdirection, and just go. I like to actually Shadow Man pass all of these, but I'm going to do them for now. I prefer to use multi-shot on these two, and also on these up here. And as you can see, I can select here Misdirection again immediately after having used it. So keep a close eye on the track you have on the mobs. And as you can see, my pet is starting to get low on health, so then I'm using Mend Pet. And these don't really drop much. They drop some gear that can be valuable and some money, but I wouldn't take, I wouldn't bother to kill everything in here, just because they don't drop any, well, I haven't seen them drop any epics. Then of course again you send your pet totem and use your pet as a tank. Keep an eye on his health. Last time I did it, my pet actually died because of my ignorance. I forgot to look at his health. Mend Pet one time too much instead of one time too little. I find it smart to keep using Kill Command because with all the mastery it does a lot of damage. And again, Misdirection and multi-shot to pull all of them. And keep an eye on the health. These mobs are level 80, so they should not be a problem. I singled this dungeon at an eye level of around 380, and now I have 390, so it's at least not a problem now. But it actually was less of a problem with less gear. Maybe because I'm taking risks after having done this too many times. And you see now I have aggros, then I just pop Misdirection and nuke the shit out of him. I just, you know, rape his face. Having done all of these mobs, you know, get to the first boss, which is Swallow Sorrow Grave. This fight is actually really easy. But you have to control your pet a little. And then my pet is level health, and then I just use man pet. Here you can see Swala and Lich King having a nice conversation. Man, Lich King looks so big here. I'm wondering how big is me. Whoa. Crotch. So now he transforms her into some sort of Valkyrie or something. She has 431k health, but it goes down pretty quick. I don't use any cooldowns on this fight actually. Sometimes I use Pistol Rat, but meh. I like to save them for fights later on. There's 2 more bosses. And then when she lands, you just hunt your marker, pop Misdirection, and then pop Serpent's thing, and you would just nuke her. And when she's at around 200k health, she will do this. And it doesn't really do much damage on you. And you can just tell your pet to attack these little adds. And when they're gone, you can attack again because they're stunned while they have you. So what I usually do is I just do that and just nuke her and kill a shot, and she's fine. Or well, she's down. And she drops some Frostweave Cloth and some gear often, but not a good gear. And this is why I like using Spirit Beasts, because you see I'm a little low on health, and then we have Spirit Mend, which now crit healed me for 15k and then heals me for 4,600 each second. And it's a nice bonus heal actually. For this part I have no patience taking all of these mobs. So what I do is I dismiss my pet. I go in Camouflage. And then I wait for those to get down here, and pop a Spectrum the Cheetah so I can run faster. And I just go over here and wait for them to come down. They're usually pretty slow, so it takes a while. Or not a while, but it takes a little. Oh, come on, please. You're being so slow. So I actually like getting in position here, because this is where I usually go up, but I can go on this side now. And sometimes you will pull aggro, and then you just call your pet and he takes aggro. And then remember to change back to especially the Hawk. It's really all up to luck whether or not you can do it actually. I think I'm able to get through here without aggroing maybe 40% of the times. And the other times I'm not that lucky, but you can whiz past all the other mobs. These are pretty easy. You just go here, on the side, behind here, and then over here. And here is the boss that can drop blue Proto-Drake. Back to Spectre the Hawk, go out of Camouflage, and that's the mount that can drop. Set your pet back to focus. Target, Misdirection, and multi-shot. And they're down pretty quickly. And as you can see here, Scad the Ruthless is within range of the Harpoon Launcher. We can't use them yet because we don't have any harpoons. Makes sense. And then growth, his dragon will do this. It's basically just him breathing on the ground, and it triggers. If you stand in it, you lose health. You lose around 2 to 3k each second. At least that's what I lose most of the time, but I don't usually stand in it because, well, main rule of World of Warcraft, never stand in shit. So you come, he's within range of the harpoon launchers, and then you have to do like get him harpooned off his mount. And make sure that you have 3 harpoons, because if you have 3 harpoons, then you can actually get an achievement, because getting him down on just using 3 harpoons will make you get an achievement. I can't remember what achievement, but it's not that easy to, or not that hard to check actually. So we'll just stand here and wait for him to get in, well, line of the harpoon. There he is. And then you just click it. Disengage. Hunter's mark, and then yeah. I like to pop Beastle right here, just for the sake of it. He only really has 1 special attack, and it should come soon, unless I kill him first. Now there it is. He starts to spin. Oh, I actually got an achievement. Awesome. Oh, yeah, I got exalted with Alliance Vanguard. And Drake didn't drop this time, but it has like a 0.7% drop chance. So that's the guide to how to get blue Proto-Drake if you're lucky enough for it to drop. So I'll see you in the next video.